It's 1 week into the new year and you might already be thinking about tossing out your New Year's resolutions. But what if you had help getting into a healthy lifestyle? Saddleback Church in California will host an event this weekend just for that purpose. The event is based on the New York Times bestseller, The Daniel Plan, 40 Days to a Healthier Life, by Pastor Rick Warren, Dr. Daniel Amen, and Dr. Mark Hyman. And joining us with more is the director of the Daniel Plan at Saddleback Church, Dee Eastman. Thanks so much for joining us, Dee.
Thank you so much for having me. Glad to be here.
Tell us about the Daniel Plan. If you could use one word to describe it, what would it be and why?
You know, when I think about the Daniel Plan, I think about the word abundance. It's really about abundance, not deprivation. And most diet plans really focus on what you can't have, where the Daniel Plan really focuses on things to put into your life, things to bring health, vitality, wholeness in your physical health, as well as spiritually and relationally. So it's a great combination of addressing several life areas and thinking, gosh, how can I live more abundantly, more, vitalized and fresh as I move forward?
Why do you think it's so important for churches to teach their members about the Daniel Plan?
Well, ultimately, God says to honor our bodies. And I think he says we're fearfully and wonderfully made. He says that we're his workmanship, created to do good works for him. And, life can get so stressful at times. And sometimes we can, work a full work day, address our family, and not have any energy to give back in other ways. And with the Daniel Plan, I think it's about having the energy and vitality to really fulfill all God has for us. So it's a great message for churches to teach not just spiritual growth, but being all we can to be able to fulfill what God has in each of our lives.
How did it get its name, the Daniel Plan?
The Daniel Plan was taken from the Old Testament prophet Daniel. And so Pastor Rick thought he was a great example of wanting to honor God in all areas of his life. And he really went before the king and didn't want to eat the food out of the king's court, but instead wanted to honor God in a different way and ran a test. And Daniel was the one that came out strong. He's also a great representation of being in the lion's den and having a faith that really moved mountains. And so the plan was entitled after him. Amen.
Well, the Daniel Plan stresses the importance of the 5 F's: faith, friends, focus, food, and fitness. Why are all these essential to the plan?
Well, most plans offer great input on food and fitness, but we really like to be able to offer a few other life areas. We also have great input on food with whole, fresh foods, fitness, finding movement you enjoy, but focus is that mindset really matters and building all of it on a foundation of faith. And then ultimately the secret sauce we have found is doing it in a family and a community of other people. So addressing those 5 essential elements is really able to look at the whole person. We can address spiritual health, emotional health, relational health, as well as physical. And in order to sustain changes in our life, to be able to look at the whole person, it can really help us not only make the changes, but sustain them for the long haul.
The Saddleback Church started this back in 2011. What have you seen the Daniel Plan accomplish there since then?
Well, the first time we offered a rally, we thought a couple hundred people would come out, but instead about 6,000 people came out. And that first month, over 12,000 people signed on. In that first year, we had over 15,000 people sign up online, do the program together, and we lost over 260,000 pounds together, which was mind-boggling for all of us. It wasn't just the weight loss, though. It was the health benefits of improved mood, improved sleep, people getting to decrease their medications, having more vibrancy in their life, and having a lot of chronic conditions completely go away by making these changes.
Wow. Well, what are you hoping the event this weekend is going to accomplish specifically?
I really look at it as a great way to reboot and recharge, for the new year. It's hope, inspiration, practical tools, teaching tips from not only Pastor Rick, but our authors, other pastors are coming in, our signature chefs, fitness experts. So I just hope it's an infusion of motivation and inspiration for people to get going.
All right. Thank you so much, Dee. We really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Yes, and you too. And this will be a live streaming event on Saturday. And if you're interested in signing your church up, just visit danielplan.com. Or for more information, you can also visit our website at cbnnews.com.